Hi everybody, welcome back to another edition of It's So Fluffy Nails, and I'm here today with the second part of my discussion of the Chanel holiday collection, the 2015 nail collection in particular. And in the previous segment we talked about the Lame Rouge Noir top coats, the Vamp and Rouge Noir colors that were re-released, but I thought that Rose Fusion, the third installment of the collection, really deserved its own little segment altogether because it's such a gorgeous color. As you might have figured out at this point, I'm a huge sucker for duochrome, and one of the colors that I already have in my collection that I thought of immediately when I saw this Rose Fusion was Sweet Star. But just to give you a starting point, Rose Fusion is kind of like a champagne-y brown, and I know it says rose, and you wonder what the fusion is really supposed to stand for. What I can tell is that there's a lot of micro shimmer, and not just a single color micro shimmer, like whether it's a red or silver, like some of the micro shimmers in the other portions of this collection. But this one has a nice mix of silver, green, blue, red, so it kind of gives you like a very sparkly tone when it goes into the sunlight. And I wanted to show this next to Sweet Star because this was a fashion night out release from Chanel in 2014, and it has a lot of the similar qualities as far as the micro shimmer goes, but it definitely has more of a silver purple undertone, whereas the Rose Fusion has kind of like a lavender rosy undertone. And so what I have for you today on my right hand here is 2 coats of the Rose Fusion, and might be difficult to see that this is kind of like a slight duochrome, but if you have available to you any elevator lighting is my favorite place in the world to look at duochrome nail polish, and I'll just stand there in the elevator checking out my nails. But especially if you have an elevator that has kind of dark walls, it's like having a spotlight on nails, and you can really tell what the undertones of these nail polishes are. So on my left hand today, I wanted to pull another Chanel nail polish out of the collection that I thought was relevant. If you're not such a fanatic of duochrome the way I am, we're getting them no matter what is a necessity. If you already have quartz in your collection, it does come off very similar to Rose Fusion. Obviously you're not going to get the multicolor micro shimmer, and it doesn't have the duochrome feature, but it is a very similar champagne. A little less rosy. So right now this is 1 coat of the Rose Fusion and 2 coats each of Sweet Star on these fingers, and then a double coat of quartz on the pinky nail right here. So as you can see, with 1 coat of the Rose Fusion, it's kind of translucent, but I'm actually liking it. It's very light, and even though it's not quite opaque, it still gives a nice color on its own. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this angry finger with another coat of the Rose Fusion, and you can see that it becomes opaque very easily. So I personally love this color, and if you're wondering how close it was to Sweet Star, it's really not close at all. The Sweet Star is a very deep purple in comparison. It's just if we add another coat of the Lame top coat from this collection, to the Rose Fusion, I wouldn't have thought to try this because usually the metallics and duochromes are lovely on their own, but I just thought, why not? See how versatile this top coat really is. And it does give it a little extra kick, and I think this will be fun to look at in the sunshine too, and probably in the elevator. But definitely a great standalone holiday color. It's since it does have this rosy champagne-y feel to it, it's I think it's a good backdrop for any holiday outfits you might want to try out. So if you don't have it, I think it's a great color to try, and I personally love it. Well, thank you again for listening to my opinions on these Chanel holiday collections, and please feel free to subscribe or leave comments, and thank you again.